Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry. Emotion flows. I guess this is episode 11. My last episode, episode 10, I said I was going to walk away from this and I quit. And I was going to simply remove this engine, part it out, then put a 22 horsepower Briggs V-twin on there. An engine off of another tractor in my backyard that runs great. Then probably get a 1 1/8 adapter to fit the 1-inch crankshaft on it and try to fit the original electric PTO onto it. That way at least we can see if this thing runs and drives. Of course, you also have to remove the entire wiring harness from the V-twin Briggs tractor and try to retrofit it on one that's designed for EFI. But I didn't want to do that yet because there's one other thing that could possibly make this engine not run, it being out of time. And the popping that we heard and it not wanting to ignite at all, yes, it could be the valves and the hydraulic lifters, but we should have heard at least a little bit more than just a pop or two. So maybe it has a sheared key in the crankshaft to the flywheel. So to exhaust all means, I'm gonna take one last ditch effort. Remove the engine cover off of it, and it's got like 23 things hooked onto it. It's very difficult to remove the engine cover off of this engine because there's so much shit connected to it. Oil cooler, mechanical fuel pump, the throttle lever bracket is ridiculous. Goes from the top all the way to the bottom. Voltage regulator, bracket for the dipstick is in this corner where you can't even put your fingers in there. Got to remove the dipstick to get the bolt to take off the cover. The fan shroud on the top, got to remove that, and they're all Torx. I mean, you couldn't make it any harder to remove the engine cover. But as a last ditch effort, I got to see if the key is sheared. Took some doing, like 25 different screws and bolts, and I got the engine cover off. Now I gotta take that crankshaft bolt off the flywheel and see if the key is sheared. Okay, I'm ready to do it. What do I want? What do I hope for? I hope that the key is sheared. That way we know the reason why it doesn't start. And if we put a new key in there, it'll probably start. What's your guess? Think it's sheared? I don't think it's sheared. Here we go. Moment of truth. It's not sheared. Here you go. You can see clearly. Key is there in its entirety. You look around here, there's no other signs of it breaking. Well, since we have the cover off, I might as well remove this fuel injector and test it and see if it mists. We tested this one because it was easier to get to, but this one was almost impossible to take off without taking off the engine cover. Let's test that injector. Okay, I got it out. It was hard. Gasket was in the way. It's pretty dirty. Let's see if it shoots out. Yep, shoots out. I mean, maybe not as much as the other one, but still shoots out. I'm gonna clean it a little bit before I put it back. Maybe change the gasket too. The O-ring. Well, that royally sucked. All that time just to take off the cover to see whether or not our key was sheared. A lot of work putting it back on again. Just bolts everywhere, stuff attached to it. You could just see. It's a nightmare. There's no room to put your hands anywhere. I don't recommend doing it with the engine attached to the tractor. Remember this thing? Picked it off the street in my neighborhood just because I thought it was weird. I've never seen it before. So I picked it up, got it running, sorta. Needs a new carburetor, but it's so ancient, you know. Anyway, I listed it for like $100 right after that. Nobody wanted it. Lowered it to 75, had a couple of people who were interested, but ghosted me. And lowered it to 50 recently, and some guy's on his way from Patchogue, about 40-minute drive to come pick it up for $50. I think he just needs the engine. Whatever, I want to get rid of it. I was gonna just throw it out. Yes, I don't throw anything out, but this thing was just taking up a lot of room, you know? Pretty heavy. Should I use the Dan Charbonnet method? Leverage. All right, let's hope we sell this hunk of junk for $50. Easy peasy. Apparently the guy knows what it is and he wants it. Didn't fire it up or nothing. Pulled it a few times, looked underneath it. It's like, okay, we're good. $50! I held on to it for a couple of months, but I just picked it off the street, got it running and stuff. I had to clean the points. Either way, $50 is $50 for free! 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 Free!
for free.
So I'm really disappointed. I was hoping that the smoking gun was indeed a sheared key. So now I'm out of ideas. I have exhausted my personal mechanical capabilities of an electronic fuel injection engine. I don't know enough about it to troubleshoot anymore. I guess the only thing that I could say about the entire project was that at least I got it to run for a minute and I was on the right track, but I just don't know what happened to it after that. I'm thinking the hydraulic lifters have something to do with it, because every time I check them, they're filled with oil or air. Therefore, it will not compress. Therefore, the valves are being held open the whole time. But I mean, the minute I bleed them and put them back, it happens immediately. So do I need new hydraulic lifters? I don't know. Like I said, I've exhausted all means. I don't know what else to do in terms of troubleshooting this to get this to run. We have a new camshaft. We have one new connecting rod, piston and rings, and it's getting compression because we saw it run. We've tested the fuel pump several times and it works great. Mechanical fuel pump works great. Fuel filter was changed. It's not a sheared key. I don't know, man. So unless I hear from some commenters who know about this and will tell me what else I should try, my next episode is going to be removing this engine, getting my tractor out of the backyard with a 22 horsepower Briggs V-twin in it. I'm going to take that engine off, put it on here. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm sorry that I was unsuccessful in getting this engine to run, but I really tried. I really tried. You guys know I did. I tried really hard. I certainly learned a lot more about EFI engines now, and Kohler V-twins as well. Hopefully you guys did. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you guys enjoyed it. Nevertheless, we'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.